The fantasy of our childhood is, driving down these country roads in the back of the Holden, looking out the side window as the power lines, rhythmically throb by, and this dream that we have of the past and of our relationship to the land, that it's always going to be there, it's ongoing, it goes forever, it's always providing something. One of the reasons they don't let you pick up roadkill in Australia is that they want the roadkill to be used as food for other native animals, but that would promote the other animals getting killed because they'd be eating them on the roads. We see them as beautiful when they're hopping around on the television mostly, and not even in real life. But then at death they become immediately discarded and a waste. I work in the dark. I set up things while the lights are on and then turn the lights off, and with my torch start to apply the light like you would a paintbrush. So the European still life is full of symbol. A lot of that symbol is lost to us because we no longer understand the meanings behind them. These are photographs and they're of real animals, and I'm hoping that people will come in close and they will then be jolted out of this sense of familiarity. I am interested in death. I think it's something that our society doesn't handle very well. Before I started doing this, I was like a lot of people, and you don't want to look at them, you don't want to acknowledge them. There definitely seems to be a religious kind of tone in the work that presents the animals as sacrifices and offerings. Belief that God put the animals on earth for us. This performance and sort of dance with the light creates the picture, and you're never quite sure of what you're going to get. Where you had an image in your head when you were working with it, and then you arrive at the reality, which is the print. If you were flashing it with a light, you'd pretty well see what you were going to get, but because it's being painted over time with a torch, it's always a bit of a surprise. I think that gives them some kind of ethereal or almost spiritual quality. We consume them in this process of transportation, travel, growth, invasion of habitat. I gotta stop. It's just amazing. I have to stop. It's an absolutely necessary part of the cycle of making work is exhibiting it. Yes, it's a very surreal situation. Galleries, openings with people sipping wine and looking at the works and critiquing them, and the distance between the animal's life, the way I found it, the making of the work, to the gallery is so huge that it's almost incomprehensible. it allows you to progress as well, because you're able to stand back and see the work through the eyes of other people in order for the works to leave you and to go and have a life and reside somewhere else. I was in Germany for a month, and so I was given a very close-up study opportunity of a lot of paintings of still lifes where animals of all description were used as food for wealthy landowners. And when I arrived home, I instantly put those two images together of the animals beside the road dead and the animals in the paintings being presented as symbols of wealth and control and kind of a natural consequence of European power and progression and growth. I had to clean him up. I wash him just because he had a bit of mud on him because he had been, hit by tyres, and he sort of was lying beside the road in the mud. But that's pretty well the same position that he was in, and just his beautiful little bulky head, and the way his eyes close up, so he's kind of burrowing into the ground. So it's it's a real privilege to be able to work with them. So I hope I do them justice somehow.